In our series, 3 Meals, we travel to different states to break bread with voters and hear what's on their minds. And this morning, we take you to the battleground state of Ohio, which has a strong record of backing the winner in presidential elections. Its electoral votes went to President Bush in 2000 and 2004, President Obama in 2008 and 2012, and then President Trump in 2016. Adriana Diaz went to a small town, a suburb, and Ohio's biggest city. To learn more, Adriana, good morning. What'd you learn?
Good morning. Well, you know how it is. Sometimes people shy away from talking politics, but we tricked them by having some food at the table because that's really what gets the conversation going. The Democratic primary in Ohio isn't for another month, but you wouldn't know it. We heard some strong and at times unexpected opinions across the state.
In the small town of West Union, Ohio, on the edge of Appalachia, Mikey's Family Restaurant serves up breakfast to a staple of loyal customers.
I'm Adriana with CBS News. How are you?
Our date there started with manners.
Thank you.
I'm very well, thank you.
And a morning prayer.
Amen.
But our conversation on politics got straight to the point.
I'm thinking the Democrats don't have a chance.
Why is that?
Well, they're going the wrong direction, for one thing. We're capitalists. They're socialists. And this is not a socialist country.
Retired business owner Kenny Moles has been voting Republican since Richard Nixon.
Hi there.
Hey.
But across the room, cousins Dennis and Terry Grooms were lifelong Democrats until they voted for Donald Trump in 2016.
Well, your hats certainly aren't Democratic.
No. So, and the more we followed him, the more we liked what we heard. He has delivered on his promises.
They say the president's boosted morale for the American worker. That's a big selling point here. This is one of Ohio's poorest counties, where both unemployment and opioid addiction are high.
First they give me Vicodin, then they moved it to Percocet, then they moved to Oxycontin. Next thing you know, I was a drug addict.
Terry Grooms has been clean for over 6 years, but he says his life is better now under the Trump administration.
Before Trump, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I had to get food stamps and stuff. And after, I got a job.
Do you credit the president for the fact that you were able to find work?
Yeah, he kind of motivated me. I mean, yeah.
So we've left West Union and we've been on the road for a while now, and it's just been all country roads. Now we're heading to a more populated area in the suburbs of Dayton.
The suburb we've chosen is called Centerville, which is fitting because the county is politically in the center.
In 2008 and 2012, it leaned ever so slightly left for Obama, but in 2016, President Trump won by 0.7%.
And at the famous restaurant, boy, was it split down the middle.
Say Trump.
Dear Lord. So I imagine you're a Trump supporter.
I am.
And you're recruiting.
That would be a hard recruit.
She's always recruiting.
Yeah.
Small business owner Debbie Miller credits President Trump for a strong economy.
And you got to admit the jobs have come back.
But her niece, Samantha Daines, who also voted for President Trump, no longer thinks he's fit for the presidency.
It doesn't even matter about the economy. I feel like he's going to put us in a world war.
No, that's the opposite.
Hi there, gentlemen. How are you?
Good, how are you?
At the bar, entrepreneur Dave Paprocki agrees the economy shouldn't be the only metric of success. He's still undecided.
There are still other issues that need to be solved, and the important thing is that we have someone reaching across the aisle and thinking about how are we actually going to get there.
From Centerville, we head up to Columbus. Folks in this county have voted for the Democratic presidential nominee since 1996.
So we've just arrived in Columbus, the state's capital and most populous city. It's actually considered America's test city because companies choose Columbus to try out their products because of the city's demographic makeup.
We catch the happy hour crowd at Bakersfield, short north.
Hi, guys.
Medic Isaiah Taylor says he hasn't felt the strong economy personally.
Bills get higher, taxes get raised a little bit more, and that's more money out of my pocket.
Renee Holton, who's still paying off her bachelor's and master's degrees, wants a candidate with a plan to tackle student debt.
I have debt that I make my payments, but it's just the interest rates are so high on it.
These co-workers were talking healthcare bills before we even approached.
I know we both had different things that we went through last year, and out of pocket, it was like $3,000 to $4,000. Wow. It was just very eye-opening for me to see what a minor medical event can cost you if you don't have insurance, let alone, I mean, I spent several $1,000s out of pocket with great health insurance. So it was kind of it was a scary wake-up call.
So you can see why Ohio is such a political conundrum. We met Democrats who became Republicans in 2016 and people who grew up in conservative homes who want the president now out of office. But there was one thing almost everyone agreed on, those for him and against him. They want him to stop tweeting.
Oh, interesting.
We heard that many times.
Yeah.
Did you do that all in one day?
We did that all in one day, Gayle.
I was concerned you didn't get a chance to sit down and eat enough, Adriana.
Yeah, and was it hard to get people to talk to you? There were a couple of times I could see you walking up to the table, you say CBS, it was good to see it. Was it hard to get people to
You know, you have to be kind of comfortable with rejection for these types of stories.
Yeah.
A lot of people said no. I got a couple of, stares that weren't so nice. But in general, those who did talk had a lot to say, and you heard their opinions.
It was very interesting.
Very interesting out there. All right, Adriana, thanks.
Adriana?